Hello students, hello viewers, welcome to this video. And in this video, we are going to look at the pronunciation of a new word. The word for today is Superstitious. Let me repeat, Superstitious. And this word divides itself into 4 syllables. Syllable 1 is su, syllable 2 is pa, syllable 3 is stish, and syllable 4 is s. Let me repeat. Syllable 1 is su, syllable 2 is pa, syllable 3 is stish, and syllable 4 is s. Su, pa, stish, s. Now, let me ask you how you will find out the stress syllables in this word. So again, let us first look at the 4th syllable. The 4th syllable is out of contention. You need not consider that because that is never considered as part of the English stress system. So the last syllable is never stressed. And the last syllable is taken into consideration only when we cross 3 syllables. So we have 4 syllables in this word, and the last syllable is out of question. You are left with 3 candidates or 3 syllables. So you have superstish. And if you notice, syllable 2 is pa, which contains a weak vowel schwa. So pa goes out of contention. You are left with 2, su and stish. So these 2 could be the stress syllables. We'll listen to it and then we'll find out. And anyway, when we have 2 candidates, obviously the 3rd syllable will be the primary stress and the 1st syllable will be the secondary stress syllable. Now, which is the most likely? Let us assume there is only 1 stress syllable. So the 3rd syllable is the most likely. The 3rd syllable will take the stress. The 1st syllable taking the stress and the other 3 being unstressed is very rare. This we have discussed many times. Yeah. So this is a 4 syllable word, superstitious, and let's listen to the pronunciation and find out how many stress syllable it has. Does it have 1 stress syllable or 2 stress syllables? So the pronunciation of this word goes like this: superstitious, 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 superstitious. So if you notice, there are 2 stress syllables in this word, su and stish. And I already told you that the 2nd syllable contains schwa. Okay, su and stish. So let me share screen with you and let's look at the word and then you'll understand how it is So there we are. So now you understand how this word is pronounced. So you have 2 stress syllables. Stish is the primary stress. The 3rd syllable is the primary stress syllable. And su is the 1st syllable is the secondary stress syllable. But we'll appreciate it better when we look at the transcription. This is the transcription: superstitious, superstitious. So, and there's one more thing that I wanted to show you. See, when we mark the primary stress syllable, we don't mark the syllable boundary. The syllable boundary is usually marked with a period like this, with a dot, okay, or a period, whichever word you understand. Okay, so a dot here. So if you see here very closely, there is no dot here after per, between per and stish. So you have this mark here. It means that it's a primary stress syllable, and the secondary stress syllable is usually use the mark that we use, the diacritic mark that we use is this. So superstitious, superstitious. Now, before we conclude the video, let us be very clear. There will be a tendency, when you look at the spelling of this word, there will be a tendency to treat this as 2 syllables. The last syllable as 2 syllables. Superstitious. We'll take the t here, and there's a tendency, when we pronounce it, there will be a tendency to pronounce it as a 5-syllable word, superstitious. So it will be superstitious, but that's not how it works. It's superstitious. Superstitious. Now, this happens because, let me stop sharing. This happens because since stress in English has to occur at regular intervals, there will be a tendency to reduce the number of syllables that any word has. In fact, even when you look at the utterance level stress, you will see that the number of unstressed syllables will be reduced. Okay, if you can let go of an unstressed syllable when you are speaking, and that's why you feel as if you don't listen to it. You need not listen to it. It's an unstressed syllable. You do not bother. You concentrate on the stressed events. The moment you train yourself to listen to the stressed syllables in a sentence, you would understand an English sentence. I mean, I won't say perfectly, but you will be able to understand 90% of it. So let us come back to this. You have here the word is superstitious. It is a 4-syllable word. Please don't pronounce it as a 5-syllable word. I mean, nothing wrong in that. I'm just telling you. Yeah, because I'm not taking any prescriptive approach here. This is how it works. I'm just telling you how it works. So superstitious, and if you notice that the two unstressed syllables contain sure, which is not a surprise. Okay, so let us stop here for today. In this video we discussed the pronunciation of the word superstitious. Please look forward to the next video. Please keep practicing. And I told you that there's a task that I gave you with for 4-syllable words. Please start doing that and then share your results with me. Share your findings with me, and I'll be more than happy to share that in a video too. Thanks a lot. See you. Goodbye, and please keep practicing.